Join me as I dig deep into the twists and turns of the 1965 India-Pakistan War and try to uncover what really happened. The 1965 India-Pakistan War was a pivotal moment in the history of the Indian subcontinent. It was a conflict that was decades in the making, fueled by historical tensions, territorial disputes, and national pride. The war may have been over 5 decades ago, but its impact is still felt today, making it a fascinating topic to explore. One of the main issues that fueled the war was the dispute over the region of Kashmir. Both India and Pakistan claimed sovereignty over the region, which had been a source of contention since the partition of British India in 1947. Pakistan felt that Kashmir was rightfully theirs, given its Muslim-majority population, while India saw it as an integral part of its territory. This disagreement was further complicated by the role of international politics, with both countries seeking support from global powers to further their claims. The United States and China, in particular, played significant roles in the lead-up to the war. The U.S. had a close relationship with Pakistan, providing military aid and support, while India had recently established a close relationship with the Soviet Union. This great game of international politics only served to heighten the tensions between India and Pakistan, making war almost inevitable. Territorial disputes weren't the only issue at play. National pride was also a significant factor. Both countries had a deep sense of national identity that was closely tied to their respective claims over Kashmir. For Pakistan, the war was seen as a chance to prove its strength and assert its claims over the region, while India saw it as an opportunity to demonstrate its military prowess and protect its territorial integrity. The war began on August 5, 1965, when Pakistani forces launched a covert operation, codenamed Gibraltar, aimed at infiltrating Kashmir and sparking a rebellion against Indian rule. However, the operation quickly went awry, and the Pakistani forces were discovered by Indian troops. This led to a full-scale war between the two countries, with both sides employing conventional military strategies. One of the key events of the war was the Battle of Asal-Uttar, which took place on September 8–10, 1965. During this battle, Indian forces successfully repelled a Pakistani armored assault, inflicting heavy casualties on the enemy. The battle marked a significant turning point in the war, as it thwarted Pakistan's attempt to capture the strategic town of Kemkaran. The international community was quick to respond to the conflict, with the United Nations stepping in to broker a ceasefire. The war ultimately came to an end on September 23, 1965, when both countries agreed to a ceasefire, which was later followed by the Tashkent Agreement, signed on January 10, 1966. The ceasefire negotiations were a pivotal moment in the war, as they brought an end to the hostilities and provided a framework for future relations between India and Pakistan. The agreement was facilitated by the Soviet Union and led to the signing of the Tashkent Agreement, which called for a return to pre-war borders and the release of prisoners of war. The 1965 India-Pakistan War had a lasting impact on the future relations between the two countries. It led to a significant deterioration in their relations, which would take years to repair. The war also highlighted the deep-seated issues between India and Pakistan, including the dispute over Kashmir, which remains unresolved to this day. What do you think was the most surprising aspect of the 1965 India-Pakistan War? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more about historical conflicts in the region, be sure to check out my video on the Bangladesh Liberation War.